Welcome everybody to the Hang Time Podcast episode 2, where we're going to talk about, I'm not sure yet, but definitely that guy who said that he was esports last week.
It's time for the Hang Time Podcast.
I don't know anything about this.
You don't know anything about
I've
it?
seen it everywhere.
I
Oh
legit
my
woke
God.
up and I saw someone say, fuck this guy. And it said, I am esports. And I was like, okay, apparently somebody else is being a piece of shit. Can't wait to hear more about this.
I've been watching this guy for a long time because he was, for the longest time, he was like the go-to analyst for CSGO, you know?
Okay.
Makes sense. His name's Thorin, and he's always had a reputation for being a
piece of shit.
a bit of an asshole. Yeah, for sure. Which is strange because it's like he'll talk a lot about how it's like Riot's fucked up. You know, it's like they're doing like sexual all this stuff that's happening in like esports scene and stuff, and then he'll go and say weird things like that, and then I think Meg Turney, right?
Yeah, Meg Turney,
content creator, great person. Was just calling him out. It's like, it's a little cringe, man, to say that you are esports, and then fucking Whiplash 180 turns around and it's like, yeah, well, I guess I could just like take lewds of myself so guys could wank to me over the internet. I was like, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
Yeah, so
you can't talk about that and then just do that. Like, what the fuck?
He had a tweet doubling down after that. It was like, don't listen to all the bigots and haters out there on me.
Yeah. You like tripled down.
I was just like,
so
what?
I think it's important for us to establish this new kind of line here with our audience. If anybody doesn't know, like, I am a firm believer that cancel culture does not exist.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I think cancel culture is this weird freaking sheen that people that get held accountable like throw up. Oh, I'm getting canceled. It's like, no, just everybody hates you because your opinion is like dog shit. Yeah. But
it's called being unlikable.
yeah, you're not canceled. Just no one likes you.
Unlikable culture.
No one likes you.
Is that what it's called now?
Or like one person called you on it, and then everybody else was like, yeah. And so but so is ESL is that a women's esport league?
ESL is like,
I believe
well,
it's English, right? Is why it's ESL?
I don't remember exactly the acronyms. All I know is that like ESL has different leagues within it, So it's like they have a women's
It's
league,
like saying the CDL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just the way he structured his tweets and stuff, I was very confused. He's a terrible typist.
Let me pull it up too.
But he was mad about this women's division in esports.
Yep. And
people were like, what the hell's your problem? And then he was...
Oh, okay. I didn't realize the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then people were like, hey, like, what's your problem? And then he, like, tripled down. And then quadrupled down. And then X-tupled down, whatever you call it. But it all culminated in this this single tweet. And I legit could not believe it was a real... actual thing that a man typed, and of course it became, like it probably should have. Of course it became, like he started being like, you guys hate me because I'm a white male, and it's like, like and
Did you really say that?
yeah. Let me find the master tweet, but it all culminated in this tweet. Tell you what, you do that cute thing where you tell me to get out of the industry I built and still rests on my fucking shoulders. I am esports. And it really says that.
That sounds like, he honestly sounds like an anime villain. That sounds like a Persona boss right there. That is a Persona 6 boss right there.
But after, I didn't crop that part, but after he says I am esports, it's space. Be gone, peon. It says that.
Does he really say that?
It really says.
Bullshit. There's no way. Does it really say be gone, peon?
Yeah.
So, like, I've heard the guy talk many times. I've never heard him say that in my entire fucking life. So,
hey, there it is.
Wow. He really did.
Yeah. So everybody just started roasting this I am esports line. Of course, he deleted the tweet because, like cowards do. But
So stupid. So stupid.
Everybody it was like semi-trending as well. Everybody was like, I am esports.
I am esports.
And
Dude, when we get a win in Apex, I am esports.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna quote that anymore.
I put a tweet out saying like to him saying I'll PayPal you $50 if you record this like you thought it sounded in your head. But I, being a bad tweeter,
Forgot to put him in there.
I tagged him in the picture. Nobody saw that. Everybody thought I was just putting a call out to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And so I donated $50 to a women's charity in his name to commemorate.
So this literally all started, I guess, because the women league was doing so awesome that he got mad.
Well, I think they were like starting a women's league. I'm not 100% sure. I believe that's why, and he had to throw in his 2 cents over why it's unfair that they get their own league.
Oh my God!
It seems like something Glenn Howerton would say.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on. It
Dude just needs to get out.
I wish though, like, and I've said this before. I think that women getting their own league, awesome. I just wish we saw more, because it's like, dude, look at how many female streamers and like who are really good at video games, right? Really, really good at video games.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, you're like.
They're never on that row. You never see them.
They get no respect. They don't get any like of the following that like male esports play. And you know why? Because teams don't sign women, dude.
That's
They
so
just
weird.
don't.
What was
That should be. Oh, sorry. What's that?
What was that group that we play with? Was it CLG?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because they had their
Goose Breeder.
Yeah, Goose
Right.
Breeder and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, like CLG Red, right?
Yeah.
Which is the women's.
Yeah,
league.
which is really cool.
Yeah.
My point though is that like, I'll go watch a Valorant tourney, right? And these are pros like Dignitas, Cloud9, Red, you know, like CLG Red. I'm not sure if like those are the exact teams. I know I'm pulling some from CS, but there are women's only like tournaments and leagues and stuff, and they go and people just show up and they like the comment section on Twitch is a fucking cesspool of just guys being like, what the hell is going on here? Like, women, so why is this a thing, you know?
Yeah, it's so weird because gaming, like, esports should be the most easily inclusive thing ever.
It's the same thing as the WNBA, you
Yeah.
know?
I don't know.
All that hate back when it was...
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
same
people
thing.
just hated, It's like, gaming is like to men or to toxic masculinity is like the last thing that they have left, you know, especially as like women start to play football and stuff like that. It's like, but it's gaming. It's skill at like ambidexterity to reaction time. Like there's not even this baked in like in football, and it's like women can't play football. Men are like this. But like gamers,
Men are like this.
while gamers obviously have to have talent and skills at esports, it's not even the baked in like
you can't
masculine
use that argument.
you can't even use that like you know like a woman couldn't drag you out of a tank in real life, and it's like
there are two female, like if I remember like years ago, like there was like, oh yeah, there's never been like female Army Rangers. Checkmate, motherfucker.
You might want to cue up his original tweet there, because
let me see.
I think his point he was trying to make is that, you know, it's not a gender thing because of masculinity and all that.
Yeah, that's
But it was like if it's about reaction time and, you know, hand speed.
Oh man, I'm blocked by Thorin. Let's go. That's awesome.
Hey, right on.
Okay, let me
Fuck
switch
that
account.
guy.
Let me switch accounts. There we go. Whoops.
I can pull it up. Hold
No,
on.
it's
What am I
okay.
looking for?
Let me switch accounts to the hang
Hang
time
time's
account.
blocked too.
Hang
Nah,
time.
hang time ain't blocked.
But,
Hang time ain't blocked. Okay, let me find. This is tough. So he did a lot of quote tweeting stuff where it was like,
like replying to people that way, yeah.
yeah, he was like, it's the women in esports are. His thing was women in esports are pining for inclusivity.
Yeah.
But he says it's like it's like hypocritical for women to have their own subdivision of esports, because then it's excluding men when there's no women in esports, right?
That's a bold choice there.
Yeah,
guy.
I mean, like-
so that was his thing, and he just And since a lot of the women were like, man, fuck you. Like, you're so stupid. He was just like, I'm being attacked. And it's like, well, yeah, because your take is so
people
dog
on the
shit.
internet calling you stupid. Like,
Well, for somebody
he's
who
in the
says-
video game space on the internet, the creative video game space on the internet, and he doesn't have a thick skin yet.
Yeah.
For somebody to come out and shout about how he is esports and telling people to be gone, peon stuff, he sure does go into little turtle mode real quick,
Listen.
doesn't he?
Like, all right. I think that in a perfect world, there's only like one scene for each game, and we just see equal amounts of people represented. You know?
Yeah.
Like, but here's the thing though. It's like you got like the reason why they have their own league is because nobody's picking up like very few teams are picking up like women to play in like basically like all male like league like Valorant, Rainbow Six. You know, there's a couple. Now, I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm saying there's a couple, right? But it's like it's literally twice as hard for them because they I wouldn't say twice, 3 times as hard because every single guy that's watching wants them to fail. You know?
Oh, yeah.
They're just going after him, gunning after him constantly. You're shit. You're terrible. You're blah blah blah. All this stuff. You know, make memes and stuff about how Stewie 2K would dookie on you. Stewie's a good guy. But it's like
Yeah.
they start associating people like
And
this.
they start championing people who probably would like
Disagree
repulse.
with it.
Yeah,
Just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Just to be clear, I want to reiterate that we're 4 men talking on behalf of
Yeah, let us
women.
Phrase that way better, please.
Yeah, we are speaking
Phrase
for
that
you.
way better.
So I very much wish at this moment I did have. I wish Chelsea was an esports pro so we could have her opinion. But I talked to Chelsea about this last night as well, and she was like, "Man, this guy's such a piece." So he also tripled down on. He also tweeted this, Jim. I'd like to apologize for a misunderstanding. Rocket League fans are confused as to why I said I am esports when I'm not relevant to their game. Rocket League isn't esports. It's just soccer for moron Zoomers. Hope that clears it up.
It is an esport. It's got its own esport league.
This guy is like one of the faces of esports, supposedly. I've heard of him a little bit, but like, how are you going to say something's not esports when it's like you like should know that environment better than anybody?
You know what I'm even more offended about?
What?
He's talking trash about playing a game to where you use cars to play soccer.
Yeah,
that is the most awesome description of a video game ever.
Yeah.
Like,
You know
what?
You know what's the most offensive thing about all this?
What's it?
Back when I was like following like the CS League like very 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 closely, I just watched like recap videos of what happened like this week and all that, right? And people will take clips from like his own personal vlogs and videos. He records on like this is a crime against humanity. He records, I swear to God, in like 160p.
Oh yeah,
on the worst webcam in the world,
low res,
with like a snowball, and he is the face of esports.
Man, that's
it's
rough.
Terrible.
Well, the thing about his I am esports quote was like everybody was like, "Who are you?"
I didn't know who it was. I had no idea.
He's
who
relevant
it
to
was.
one esport.
Yeah. Of course, it ended up turning into a slew of any male that spoke out against him. He was like, "You're just trying to get with these verified accounts that are women."
Yeah.
It's like just like totally invalidating, defranchising them.
That's
So basically, he called any woman who standed up against him hated him because he said they hated him because he's a white male. And then any man who hated him, he said, "You're trying
you're
to
get
basically
with
a gold
these
digger
women."
for verified accounts."
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what
so
happened.
weird.
Yeah. But man, it's just
So
I've just
gross.
never seen somebody dig a hole. But I was talking to Chelsea about this last night, and she said something very interesting. In that there is probably a generation of male creators that are in their 40s now, who are getting like they're not the face of like he's not the face of esports anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's more inclusive. So now resentment. Here it is.
It's-
And he just totally kind of imploded. And
It's true.
It's
There's like,
the same thing that happens in like a lot of professional sports. Like it always happens like that. Like the older generation starts getting mad and then they start saying really stupid stuff, and they're like, "Oh,
it's
wow!"
not sports. It's anybody who's been in the spotlight who is no longer in the spotlight.
Yeah. And I think in the realm of the internet, like in this guy's case, it's like we don't even have studies to show like what the past 20 years of him on the internet did to him. You know, like from a psychological standpoint.
Well,
And just like to watch the breakdown happen, it's like it's almost like, hey, remember this moment, guys, because if Hang Time blows up and we end up hiring, we're all like we're 40. Peter turns 22. Like
Yeah, Peter's 7 right now.
he's 7 years old. He's just a baby.
I'm gonna own y'all eventually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be your fucking certified nurse. Anyways, continue.
Okay, that is true.
Yeah, probably.
I'm probably
But
gonna be
like,
the
just
nurse.
remember that when we turn 40 and we're still in the space, to like be cool.
I'll probably still be the exact same. Just wearing button-up T-shirts that have horror movies on it and talking about video games. I'm fine with that.
Just new catchphrases.
yeah.
That's
New
it.
catchphrase.
We'll just talk about how much our back hurts more.
Yeah, well, I talked about that enough already. Oh, my back. I got the Tech Neck from the Vita I bought. Tech, from
Oh, from looking
yeah,
down.
yeah,
Tech-
looking down.
like
Yeah.
Little finger
Yeah.
skateboards.
That's
Well,
right. That's
a
right.
tech neck.
You gotta
Dude, I
get
got a
raped
tech
on
deck
it, I'm telling
this
you.
weekend.
It's an actual neck. It's an actual neck that you massage with your 3
Neck.
fingers.
Tech Deck. Yeah, I'm just on the plane on the trip.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'd be like,
man.
oh, right on, dude.
So
We'll get off at Thorin because he's
Yeah, that's
he's
cool.
he's deep enough. But just I am esports is just so funny.
WNBA my
wanna
ESL.
Yeah, don't. He's just
I want a
so
shirt that says
Oh,
"I am
man.
esports."
Yeah.
oh, God.
Man.
So how many ways do you have to play video games on the go now?
Okay, so we went to Found It. YouTube may not know this, but we go to this store here in Dallas called Found It Electronics. It is like it's a game store, like a used game store, but the displays are so incredible. I think what happened was the owners, it's a married couple. I think she used to run like a boutique, like a beauty salon type place. And so she brought that kind of desire for like things need to look nice
Look
and organized
nice,
to
yeah.
a game store. So Found Electronics is over in Fort Worth. It's awesome. But
Super cool.
they work with us to do giveaways and stuff for the audience. They kind of credit us so we can get stuff for our community whenever we do giveaways and stuff. So make sure and come to Twitch to be a part of that. But I bought a Vita there to emulate and jailbreak. I did jailbreak it. I put a 400 gigabyte SD card on it, and every time PS Plus used to roll, they would give you free Vita games every month, and so I would redeem them but not download them because I had like a 64 gigabyte card, but I still had them all in my library. So I bought the Vita, put a 400 gig card in there, and I just downloaded like 200 games on it. Like Vita games is crazy.
So you have that.
Yeah.
So you'll
And-
never not be able to play video games.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And then I also got a, I think it's Chinese. It's a handheld. It's like an emulator device, like made for emulation because, they don't have the laws that make ROMs illegal. So everybody like has one of these. Not everybody, but like tons of people have these things. It's very popular.
Really in China?
Zay has
Yeah.
one.
Wow.
Yeah,
Zay has
they're-
one,
they're
really?
wild.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I
wild
think
over there.
my mom
so
gave
sick.
one for Christmas, being like, "It's a video game thing," and it's like, "Oh, sick! This is just a ROM hack device.
Yeah.
that looks like a Game Boy."
Yeah, but it's very easy to load. I loaded a lot of old PS1 games on it, and I've been playing. I played The Lost World on PlayStation 1.
I never got to play that.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Is it a side? Is it like a
It's
side
a side
scroller?
scroller,
Yeah.
but in that game you can play as like the little tiny dinosaur, and then you play as the raptor. Then you play as do you remember the guy in the Lost World that gets eaten by all the little
of
dinosaurs?
course, yeah.
Then you play as him. Then you play as a T-Rex, and then at the end you play as Sarah Harding.
Do you get to do the gymnastics?
You don't do the gymnastics, but you do. No. But you do get a grappling hook, which is pretty.
Oh,
cool.
that's pretty cool.
But I got the tech neck. I'm playing, but I've been hacking like crazy.
So you have those.
Uh-huh.
Then you also have your Switch.
You got the Switch.
and then you're gonna have a Steam Deck.
Yeah, and the Steam
So
Deck.
nothing
forgot about
will be
that.
out of your control anymore.
I
Like,
can't wait to not play more
Oh,
video games,
man.
but just keep spending money on
I
video
forgot
games.
about it. Like I was sitting there and I was looking at emulation things last night, and I was looking at the Xbox Series S because they're saying that that's like an amazing emulation machine.
Yeah.
So I was looking at that, and they're like, "But if you don't want to do that, just wait for the Steam Deck." And I was like,
It's like, oh shit, we
I
all
forgot
have
about
pre-orders.
that.
Oh shit.
"Like I completely forgot about
What's
that."
with
thing.
the Xbox Series S and emulation? Why
You
is
can
that?
emulate it. Like
Really?
you go on there and you get the Founders Pack or something like that on Microsoft,
Uh-huh.
and Microsoft endorses it. They're like, "Yeah, emulate on there, do it." And
Do
you
it the Series S or the X?
No, the Series S.
Is that one different than the
So-
X though for emulation?
No, I mean you can do it on both.
I mean, it's just cheaper.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
emulation, you don't need
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
capabilities of the X.
So you can go on there. It does. They do say that like if you're going to do it, you need to get an expansion thing because it will eat up a lot
Yeah,
of your
yeah, no,
memory
no,
on the
yeah.
inside. But you just do that. You pop on a little emulation or an emulator on there, and it runs fine. I was watching videos on it all last night. It looks awesome.
That's
And of course,
sick.
it has all the native emulation
Uh-huh.
of, the 360 and the OG Xbox.
They were saying the only issue that they were having on there was the PS2 emulator, and that's because PS2 emulation is still new. Like
Yeah.
they're still working everything out, but there were a few games that were working on there on PS2, but not all of them. Like God of War 2, which apparently is like the hardest game for the PS2 to play.
Oh, for it to run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're working
Weird.
on all that right now. But yeah, I know. I never knew that. Like God of War 2 is apparently was like a graphical monster for the PS2. Like it's wild to
Really?
think about.
I think
that,
it
yeah.
runs at 60.
God of War
Are you
2.
serious? No.
I thought it did.
PS2?
I thought it did.
That's not
Maybe I'm
possible.
Well,
wrong.
there's some games
They-
that run at 60 back then.
I mean, did they have
But
60
they were
hertz
like
TVs
they
at
were
that
like
time?
old type games.
Or was it all
You
30?
could still
God of War
have
2 is pretty base, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Like,
linear.
yeah.
But there are like
There's a
giant,
lot of stuff in the background
There's so many
coming at
big
you.
bosses though.
Yeah.
Like you're fighting that giant
Yeah,
colossus
that's
and
why
stuff.
I'm like,
Shadow of
there's
the
no
Colossus
way I can
is-
think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But they had whenever he was showing off everything that was happening, he had an FPS counter in the top right, and it was running everything 1080 at 60.
Yeah. I keep
So-
looking over at the Xbox as well. I'm looking over there. But I'm excited. I have one of those screens coming in
The 200 one, yeah.
for the Xbox Series S. You clip it to the back and it folds down, but it looks really clean.
Oh, what's that? Another way to go on the
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
play game.
I also bought the carrying case.
Show's gonna
You
get
bought
on a
the
play to be
carrying
like,
case.
How about the
hey, what do you
carrying
want to play?
Well, I don't know, man. You never know. Like
It's
if-
true. No, I agree. Like
Like,
I'm right
you
there
never
with
know.
you.
Carry-on bag is just
Yeah.
consoles.
You never know.
I mean, I get it. Every time I go on a plane trip, like I have my Switch to play something.
Yeah.
Like that's how I beat Final Fantasy VII.
I always bring my Switch, then I just fall asleep.
Yeah, that's,
Don't
what,
touch
that's
it.
what I do
Yeah.
too on the plane.
I don't have I only play PC. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't have
didn't
any
know that.
consoles.
I
You
mean,
don't have any? You have
uh,
none?
I mean,
That makes me sad.
Zero consoles.
but like, you gotta play some
Zero.
games to enjoy the story. It's not all like wife and kids, you know.
Yeah, but I can still do that on PC.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, okay, what was the last game you played just for the story?
For fun, yeah.
Oh wow.
I usually have one going at a time.
Sleeping Dogs.
How long ago was that?
2014?
Yeah.
No, I played Red Dead
2015?
Redemption 2.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
2018, 2019.
Yeah, and I finished that game.
3
Yeah.
years, huh?
Yeah, okay.
That took me 45 hours, and I streamed it all. And it was
45 hours,
fantastic.
like
Yeah.
that's a big deal.
Yeah.
For me, yeah,
was
45
what?
hours. 45 hours.
You went through it fast. That game took me like 60 plus.
Yeah, but
Because you like having fun.
Yeah. When I played Red Dead, I went so slow because I was like I may not ever come back to this, and I want to see as much as possible before it
Right.
gets spoiled. So
Right.
I was like, I did all the legendary fishing and all that
Oh, yeah,
stuff,
but no,
and
I didn't do any of that, and I
did none of
hated
that,
it.
No.
I didn't know that the side stories in that game were like full blown like stories
Yeah.
that you go into. So
Oh, I love that.
I hate that
I
I didn't do
explored
that.
a little bit of that in The Witcher, Witcher 3.
uh-huh.
But for the most part, in Red Dead, I did some side missions that I thought were cool. But other than that, it's like I mostly stuck to the main story. Also, I gave my audience a hemorrhage because I never used Deadeye.
Oh, really?
No, I was because I had so much fun just popping people.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't need Deadeye. I mean, Deadeye was pretty cool, but I was like, I don't really need it. I can
You
just
never,
pop.
you
Deadeye's
never
a-
dead-eyed somebody point
Oh,
blank
dude.
with a shotty?
I mean, like,
So
That's hard.
there was one time where I had the double barrel shotgun,
Yeah.
and I dead-eyed two dudes
yeah.
and blew off both their heads.
It was the,
Like I had the double, and it went boom.
Well,
boom.
I was the same way. Deadeye was fun in the second game and stuff, but it's really satisfying to just like whip out
Right.
your gun and go bam,
Bam!
and get them, and you're like,
and then their hat falls off and everything, dude.
And then you
you
see
get
it
them
in
slow
headies.
motion.
Oh.
Yeah, in the
I know you don't get the slow motion and everything, but you feel like a badass because you
I
just
know.
did that.
Yeah, because you're just like
watching
all right,
in real
there's
time.
yeah, there's 3 guys. It's just like pull, bam,
It's
bam,
like,
bam.
oh,
It's
shit,
just
I
so
just- yeah.
good.
I know why they're like this.
Why is it?
Because they didn't play Max Payne 3 like we did.
Yeah.
That's why they don't know the showmanship.
Oh,
of it
that's
yet.
why we're like this.
That's
Y'all
why
are the
they're
only
like
ones
this.
who played Max Payne.
That's why they're
Why
like
you're
that.
like that?
That's why. That's
Hey,
why
Max
they're
Payne
like
sold.
that.
You're the weird one.
It showed. It sold 3 million.
Yeah.
You think everyone played it like you?
No, not at all.
No. But yeah, I mean, like, what's cool about Red Dead is in that Rockstar engine is just like when you shoot somebody, they got this small, realistic bullet hole, and then
Yep.
they actually model like, oh, the back of their head's exploded, or like half
yeah.
their face is missing, and it's
Yep.
just like really terrible and
Do you-
awesome.
Do you think
Amazing.
that Rockstar has been the company that has truly pushed video games the past couple of generations of consoles?
Yeah, them and Naughty Dog, they're like the only ones.
Yeah.
Like in
What
my
about,
opinion.
What about Bethesda?
I mean,
No.
let's talk about
Okay,
that.
okay.
Hold on.
Bethesda- Oh,
Let's talk about
no, no,
Bethesda.
no, no.
Bethesda makes cool games. Every time those games come out, they are busted.
yeah, listen,
except for
listen.
Doom.
Busted
Like,
up.
Amazing stories,
But that's
terrible
id.
like coding, programming.
Yeah.
CD Projekt Red was like that too, but like I mean, Cyberpunk is
They
still
push a little too hard.
don't know, man.
soured a lot of people's taste. It just wasn't ready.
I feel
Yeah.
like
No.
I feel like as far as like video game like we can't like obviously I understand like why Rockstar because you know GTA 5 by itself right it's existed for how many years Just
Yeah.
being remastered over and over
2013, right?
same thing though Skyrim was massive. It got so many people to play fucking video games for the first time that had never touched a video game
Yeah.
before. Skyrim.
I mean,
People
yeah,
just kept talking
We're not
about
talking
it.
about the legacies they made. We're talking about push the envelope of what
Yeah.
games
Yeah,
are.
I mean, Skyrim pushed pretty
what I'm
hard.
talking about.
Skyrim
Yeah.
looked great.
But
when it
also,
came out.
like, Oblivion looked awesome, too. And Skyrim was just like, hey, we have snow and dragons now.
yeah.
I'm be honest,
I
I'm
will-
so tired of hearing about Skyrim.
Are you?
I never played it. I don't want to play it.
You
and it's
never
like,
played it?
I think you would like it.
Something about
It's-
medieval stuff
yeah.
doesn't leaves a sour taste to me.
I'm
Like
with
not
you.
sour, but
I
like
get
a
it. I
boring
get it.
taste
I
in my
get it.
mouth.
But it's not like it's like Viking medieval, and
I
they
know.
don't sell
It's
it
not like
good
knights,
enough.
yeah.
See,
It's like
the only medieval I was able to get to is Might and Magic when I was a kid.
Oh, my Magic 7, baby. That was my bread and butter.
And I think I had 7 and 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
And The Witcher, but that's because like you're a bounty hunter for mythical creatures.
Yeah,
I
that
can't
a
is-
even
lot
get
more
to The
badass
Witcher.
than what Skyrim has going on.
yeah.
Whenever I watched us play The Witcher, like whenever we were doing the walk around
Uh-huh.
thing, I was just watching it and I was like, man, I just don't have any interest at all
It's
to play
the,
this game.
it's the animation.
It's
man.
just, to
It's
me,
walking animation.
it looks so
I mean,
like,
also,
stiff.
To
Yeah.
to
Like
be
the whole
fair,
time.
you only watched him walk, which who walks in a video game and sprints everywhere.
I mean, we watched
and you
him
didn't get to
attack,
see.
too.
Yeah, you watched a fight with like some random enemies. in
yeah,
the
there
forest.
are really badass monsters
like,
in it and stuff.
Like, oh
but
man, remember you're a bounty hunter for mythical creatures. Did you see him fight a griffin or a dragon?
No.
How long did it
It's
take
a-
you to beat that game?
I don't know because
yeah, then he's
the
not
side,
playing
yeah,
it.
I'm not in it.
no. The side quests are like 6 hours long. It's full
Yeah,
like
I'm
Red
not.
Dead.
Nope.
So it's like
And the side quests.
I'll log on. I would log on even before I finish the story. I would log on and just start a side quest and play for like 6 hours. Be like, man, that was a great game. Oh wait, yeah, that was a side quest.
Side quest, yeah. It's
So,
like
I've
you,
like-
you in the side quest. The wild part about side quests is that they connect with each other. Like in Witcher 3, you know, you'll do like one side quest out of a million, right?
Yeah.
And then it's awesome, and then you'll do another side quest out of a million. Like 20 hours later, fucking they connect.
Yeah, and
connect.
specifically like what you did in the
Yeah.
side quest. It's
Yeah.
like, could you imagine? I would love to just see the assembly
How does
of
that
their web.
work?
Like, what does
It-
their whiteboard look
Wi-
like?
Witcher 3 truly was like one of the magnum
how?
opuses of stories.
Yeah, it
in
was.
gaming.
Yeah,
Dude. And then it's like some of them it's timed, so it's like you lose out on a certain side quest. It's not like, oh, you have to kill the king or save the king. You know, it's like choose that. And like, no. It's to what would appear for like the first 2 hours of the side quest, completely fucking unrelated side quests, right? But if you do one too many, right? Thank you. If you do one too many, like, and then the side quest, which seems completely unrelated, right, will just disappear because your options for it no longer exist.
yeah. So not only
crazy.
is it that dense, it expects you to
Yeah.
play it multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I had whenever I over the Christmas break and everything, I finished up Days Gone.
Yeah,
So-
which is weird because in the 50 to 60 hours you played Days Gone. You could have
I was just
easily,
about to talk
you
about
could have
that, yeah.
easily
Yeah.
beasted a majority of Witcher 3.
Yeah,
That's what I was about to
probably.
bring
So you
up.
talk all
I
this
know,
shit.
I know.
And it's for Days Gone.
And it's so funny.
Days Gone.
So the whole time I was playing Days Gone, like there was not a point in time while playing that game that I wasn't like, man, I wish this game would end. Like I said that for about 30 hours,
And you
it just you can't help
And you
yourself.
won't start
can't
Witcher
help.
3.
You can't help it. Like you're doing it, you're like, man, I wish this game would end. But killing those freakers on a motorcycle is pretty
They
tough.
call the zombies
Freakers. Yeah, they're freakers. So I beat it, and the game's over, and I'm like, all right, let me see how many trophies I have left, because I always do that after a game just to see if it's, like, obtainable. So I bring it up, and it's like, you are 2 collectibles away from platinum in it. And I was like, oh, I gotta now.
I gotta do it now.
So I did that.
What is that game for y'all?
Days Gone?
Like
Yeah,
on a
the-
scale?
No, like where it's like you can't, like you want to be done with it, but you just can't.
I mean, I guess it would be Days
Yeah,
Gone.
it's
I mean,
Days Gone.
that's the one.
Well, I mean more of
Because it's a
like
bad game.
Yeah.
I-
But you can't help but like it.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
what I mean is like, so I was also gonna like extend this question to like shows and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Like for me, growing up, like the form of media that I was just like, please be fucking over, was Naruto, because it's like one of the only animes I ever
okay,
watched.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, so you get what I'm saying. So
Lost me.
I watched it, and then it got to like episode like 2000. I'm like, please fucking end.
Yeah.
Please fucking end.
Naruto got that high?
I mean, I'm exaggerating.
I know
think
One Piece just hit like episode 1000.
It's still
Like,
going,
yes,
man.
yes.
It's like, oh my god.
No, I mean, I remember.
But what was that form of media for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, Cell Saga was like that. I desperately wanted
yeah.
Cell Saga to end, but it was
Yeah.
because on Cartoon Network, what they would, they would get to a certain point and they would restart the season because they hadn't paid for the rights for the episodes.
It was tough back
Yeah,
then. Watching
so-
Toonami being like, oh man, I can't wait to see what Cell did.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Raditz. What?
Watching,
No.
watching
No.
Toonami, and they just go to a random episode, and you're like, oh, that was the finale.
Dude, I remember.
They're like, next time it's gonna end, and it's like, oh boy, next episode starts right after it, and it's like, this is like 200 episodes in the future.
Yeah.
I will never forget the episode to where Frieza kills Krillin, and Goku's about to turn Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
So I ended. It was like a Tuesday afternoon. I ended it. I was like, "Oh man, tomorrow after school, it's on. I'm gonna see Goku versus Frieza. It's go time. Get home, and it's that farmer on the farm with his shotgun pointing at Raditz. I was like, "No, no, not
I remember.
again."
Yeah, it was like because it was like right after they stopped the Ginyu Force.
Yeah,
And then Frieza like offs Krillin.
yeah.
And then
Whoops.
because and then whenever you see the farmer with the shotgun and you watch that episode and it's like it's okay, they just messed up.
Yeah.
Tomorrow they'll go back.
No,
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 this
here's
and this.
Goku flying in on Nimbus.
And then it's like, all right, one more. It's like, oh, it's Piccolo shows up. It's like, oh wow.
Oh, we going all the way.
And then you don't watch, and like 10 days later, you're like, let's see if I missed anything. It's like, nope.
It's still
There's
there.
word that Nappa and Vegeta be coming, and so it's like, oh wow, I really am gonna wait 6 months to see what
But
happened.
then they would sweeten the deal. They'd be like, "Hey, we messed up. We're gonna give you Tree of Might during the afternoon."
I don't even know what that is.
It was a Dragon Ball Z movie, the Tree of Might.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
it would just
Yeah.
randomly show
All right,
up
we're gonna give you Dead Zone.
where Goku's a little kid. Yeah,
And then I remember, like, that at Cartoon Network, the Toonami guys were talking to Cartoon Network, and they're like, "Okay, so we just ran Krillin. So what's after that?" And they just kind of go,
I don't have anything. You're gonna have.
"We
to
don't have the
rewrite.
rights.
Yeah.
Like, you have to
And,
try."
and it's not like YouTube or we don't have Crunchyroll or anything to watch it. It's
No,
just, you
it's-
just gotta wait.
You had one
it's
channel.
like, where would you get this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They don't sell it at Toys R Us.
yeah.
It was
It's like
awesome.
where you can't even get
Yeah.
a DVD for Christmas or
Yeah,
anything. It's like,
exactly.
where am I gonna get this?
You were stuck. I remember the first time they put out like a cassette tape of it, like an actual VHS that you could get. I was
Yeah.
like,
It's like cool. I'm about to
Yes.
I'm about to order this and take 8 weeks shipping.
"Yes,
Yeah.
God,
They were like-
remember 8-week shipping on
yes,
things?
it was amazing."
Ugh.
8 weeks was great. Usually
had-
it was like 6 months.
You had to have some special subscription to some weird magazine or
Uh-huh.
something to get.
But you
Dragon
got
Ball
the
Z.
cool box art though.
Yeah. And then Walmart did put out. I remember when they put out action figures for Dragon Ball Z.
I had that bad Goku that we got for Mr. Locke. I had that
Uh-huh.
one, and then I had a Piccolo who had his fingers out like that, and you would insert the special beam cannon into his fingers and push his back, and it would shoot out.
Nice.
Bring it.
I had a Super Saiyan level 2 Goku, and I didn't even know what Super Saiyan level 1 Goku looked like. I had never even seen Super Saiyan level 1 Goku. And
I mean,
was
it's the
just
same.
It's like, it says level 2. I was like, what do you mean levels?
What
Yeah.
do you mean?
I remember
What
the
do you
first time
mean,
I saw level 3, I was like, why does he have
No, I remember first time I saw level 4 and was like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah.
Well, three has the long forehead and the
Four,
long
four is
hair.
four. I remember watching as a kid. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" It's when he gets the blue hair and the monkey tail.
No, he has black hair.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
pink.
Yeah, the pink fuzzy
yeah,
monkey
I'm sorry,
pants
pink fuzz.
and the tail. It's
Yeah.
like,
Blue
what's
hair
going
is
on?
God now. I
Yeah,
think Super
blue
Saiyan
hair is
God.
whenever he that was like post. Yeah, that's like Super Saiyan
It's
level
just like
4 God.
4. They're like, we can't make his hair any bigger, so
Yeah.
We're going to have to go back.
let's find something else to.
I was very disappointed to find out they brought Goku back. I haven't watched any episodes
Super?
after they killed Cell. I never watched anything.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's you never watched the Boo Saga?
No.
Oh, wow.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember liking it as a kid, but like I remember it was so weird because it's like, oh man, muscly pink dude. Okay, now like random episode switch. Cool, he's a big guy who turns people into chocolate.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
And then there's
who
like,
is
different
this?
forms.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Boo Saga has some really cool stuff during the tournament because that's whenever you get like Majin and Vegeta.
It's
who, like-
another tournament?
There's another tournament that happens, but like people start dying in it and stuff. It gets pretty wild,
Yeah.
but it's all right. I mean, that's where you meet like Hercule and Great
Mm-hmm.
Saiyaman and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting. But
I can
kinda
watch
falls
up.
off.
I can watch up to Frieza, and then like I could watch the Vegeta saga anytime. I could watch Frieza sometimes. I'm just completely uninterested.
Well, I like the Raditz, like the very first one that
Oh,
they
well,
do,
yeah,
because there's
yeah.
so much tension and so much drama
Yeah.
going on because they really don't know what to do. They've never fought anything like
Yeah.
Raditz before.
Remember his power reader breaks? Oh man, that's so cool. Oh man, that's
Shatters,
awesome.
yeah.
But yeah. What else we got going on? Peter, how's your first week been?
First week's. This is my third week.
Yeah, whatever.
Is good.
They're all the same.
is good.
Shut up, Peter.
It's good. No, I mean, I love my job.
Do you love your job?
Yeah, thank you for hiring me.
Show up on time.
Sure, I do show up on time.
We'll have to step it up. Then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see how many times he's come in on time. Let's count.
Well,
on
let's
one
see
hand.
what we can do before he doesn't like his job.
Yeah.
See what we can get away with.
I got this many times. No.
Hey, Stuntman versus Food 3. Do
Yeah, we could just see. Yeah, test. Can you eat a lot?
you like food?
Yeah, I
You want
mean,
free
like,
food?
ever since I lost the gallbladder, though, it's like I need to take breaks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh,
What's is there anything? So we're kind of finding our flow.
Yeah.
With the new workload.
Yeah.
I do have an update on The Office.
Ooh.
He gave me like a tentative schedule.
Yeah.
It's like we're moving in on the 31st. It could get pushed as much as 3 weeks. Like it could be mid-February.
What are we waiting on? Is it just like the
Materials.
drywall and stuff?
You know what really sucks is he said it could be in the middle of February. February is the worst time in
It would be
Texas.
the worst time.
That is the beginning
that's
of the
freeze
dark
month.
hour.
That's
I was,
freeze
oh,
month.
I didn't even realize that's what you meant. I was thinking like, okay, cool. So we'll move in and then we'll have March to the Top like immediately.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah, I mean,
that too.
so-
That
Oh,
too.
no.
We'd be so
Oh,
fucked. Are you kidding
God.
me?
Yeah,
Oh,
we'd be
it's
so tired.
No, get ready because these next couple of months are gonna be tired.
we need to mentally prepare for that to be what happens.
I'm about to start working on March to the Top, like scheduling and stuff.
Honestly, yeah. If like with the time that we don't have in the new office yet, it's just like let's just start future proofing like March to the Top, like
Yep.
scheduling and ideas.
So
Nah, we're going bigger. Last year, me and Sean came up with the idea the same night, a week before we're about to
A
do
week
it.
before y'all did
So
it.
now we're gonna get scheduling and get this done ahead of time, so we're not pulling 18-hour days,
Yeah.
7 days before March to the Top
yeah.
starts.
So the week of the 27th, we have electrical, HVAC, plumbing, rough inspection.
So the week of the 27th.
That's this week.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking January. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
So, cabinets. We got to pick a dishwasher. The week of the 3rd, we have foam insulation, and then we'll have a foam insulation inspection. Week of the 10th is sheetrock, tape bed, and texture smooth, and maybe install cabinets, deliver doors, and trim. The week of the 17th is measure countertops, paint walls, and trim, deliver all plumbing, door and cabinet hardware, bath hardware, lighting, bath mirrors. Week of the 24th is install all lighting, Plumbing, granite. I don't think we'll have granite. He's granite. I don't know. I might be like, hey, let's just get regular countertops.
You cheapen it up, buddy.
We don't need granite countertops, but
We do.
tile in the week of the 31st is final inspection. So that doesn't mean on the 31st. But he said, this is what we're working towards. If everything will go our way, we can make it. With that said, materials in every category are becoming very hard to source. Schedule could move as much as 3 weeks, which to us means we'll be moving in February 21st.
Almost the end of February.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool. So March Top is going to launch with new studio day on day 1.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
It's just
we're lucky.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No, I will
so
pull
screwed.
22-hour days if I need to set this thing up before March.
Once again,
March, we will have
It
this
has to
studio.
happen. It has to
It's-
happen.
Yeah, but
That's granted if we don't get another snowpocalypse.
yeah,
Dude, yeah, I know. February, it's like,
That's what I'm saying.
PETA,
Like,
February freezes, March it snows, April's tornado season,
Yeah.
April to
Yeah.
June.
But keep in mind, it could be done in by February, right? So, like, the weather contingency is the fear of the weather is for January. We don't want January weather to be bad.
Yeah.
when did they do our driveway and stuff like that? Are they already working on that?
Oh, they've already made the road and stuff.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, but they've bulldozed the road and they're pouring roads and stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very scary. I don't like. I wish I could tell you.
When was the initial date for this supposed to be finished? Like,
Thanksgiving.
We were supposed to be
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving.
My
Yeah,
God.
they didn't pour slab until
yeah,
yeah,
they
So,
didn't
yeah,
pour
we
concrete,
had
yeah.
we had half a concrete foundation.
Yeah.
So he was like, they said they were gonna pour in August, and they poured in, but I mean, we've got cargo ships in San Diego Bay, just like with all of our stuff on it, like waiting.
Yep.
So, but yeah, very scary. But yeah, what time is it? Do we have? Let's see. Oh, we got a little bit of time.
Yep.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens. But we need to mentally be ready to turn in a big second half of February for building.
Yep.
But also be ready if it's January when we're moving. Hey, one of the first things we're gonna have to do is polyurethane our floor. That'll be fun. To get
Putting that yeah.
Yeah, well, we get to all get rollers and polyurethane.
Steam rollers.
Three, not steam rollers, just regular paint
Oh,
rollers.
audience doesn't know that.
Yeah,
No, audience doesn't know that joke yet. No.
yeah, but they will.
One day.
Maybe.
They will?
Maybe.
Yes, but
Make my dreams come true.
I was thinking we could stream the polyurethane process
Okay.
just for fun.
What is that?
It's a coating that you put over the concrete
Think
where
of-
it
think of-
seals it.
Yeah, think of like whenever
Or
you
like
would
gazebo.
gloss,
Protecting it
like,
from-
a
Laminating
gloss-
paper.
Laminating,
So
yeah.
it's
Protecting
Okay.
from scratches
Okay.
and
Yeah.
discoloration.
Yeah. Like if you like whenever you come in and spill coffee, the coffee won't seep into the porous.
Yeah,
ness
if
of
you
the
didn't know,
concrete.
concrete is super absorbent on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So when it rains, it doesn't
Okay.
leave giant puddles.
Yeah.
So we okay.
Yeah, so we'll coat it with a
Got to get rid of that.
So whenever
chemical.
he goes to kick my coffee over,
We'll be able to clean it
Do
up
the
real
coffee
easy.
kicking competition.
Oh man.
Sean will get
Kick a
number
field
one
goal.
every year.
Kick a field goal with Grayson's coffee.
Yeah.
He'll win every year.
I went to dinner with
Oh.
Sean Hines last night. Sean Hines leads RT Animation, and at the end of the night, there was a magician. Our waiter came up
Oh,
to us.
no.
And he
You
did
didn't tell me
magic.
Restaurant
anything about
magician.
that.
Magician?
Oh.
He came up
What
to the
happened?
table and started doing. His name was Nick, and he worked at the Italian restaurant, and he was our server.
Uh-huh.
He had given us a free appetizer.
Make your
When we got the
appetizer disappear.
tiramisu, he brought us some shots. And then right after that, he was like doing magic.
He wanted to get you drunk before he did his magic
Yeah,
tricks.
that's what we were
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
But he had a cup, and he was like, see, I got this ball, and he's like, you put it in a cup. He acts like puts it in his pocket. He's like, where is it? Where's the ball? And like we'd be like, it's in your pocket, and it'd be in the cup. So we'd be like, it's in the cup, it'd be in his pocket. And then he did, and then like
Hacker.
he's doing the trick and stuff. And then he's like, how do you think I did that? And I'm like, because he would move the cup, and he would have the ball in his hand, and then he would knock the top of the cup twice, and then move it, and the ball would be in the cup
two
and not
balls.
in his hand anymore.
Yeah, of course.
And so I'd be like, you got a magnet on the top of the cup, and the ball's falling down. He's like, you got it. There's a magnet. He moves it. There's a lemon in the fucking cup. It's like a lemon, a full lemon that barely fits in it.
Did you do the what?
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, how'd you do that? He was like, I don't know. And he moved the cup again. There's another lemon in it.
What?
And then he puts the ball back in, and he's like, where do you think the ball is? In the pocket or in the cup? And he hits the top of the cup twice, and I'm like, it's in the cup. He's like, it is a cup. And then there's a tomato in there. He goes, a tomate? How'd that get in there? And I was just like, what? And then Sean Hines is like,
This is your waiter did that?
yeah, a waiter did this.
What the fuck?
I know. And so then he does this card trick and stuff, and he's like, we signed a card and put it in the deck, and then he's like doing all this stuff with the deck. But before that, he's got a little box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The box is empty.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He puts a wine glass on top of the box.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Done. Like the box is in there.
Magic.
Yeah, it's magic. Okay, there's a wine glass covering a box. You understand this? It's covering it. And then he's like, sign your name on this card. So Sean Hines signs his card. He puts it in his deck. He shuffles it up and stuff. And he's like, he does the deck, and he shows Sean Hines the card that he signed. And then he puts it on top of the stem of the wine glass that's covering this box. And then, like, he taps it twice, he puts it back in the deck, and he's like, where do you think your card is now? And I'm like, it's in that box in the wine glass, isn't it, motherfucker? And he's like, you got it. And then he's like, I don't know, is it? And he moves the wine glass, takes the card out of the box. And he had just shown us.
Yeah.
He was like, here's your card.
Yeah.
Puts it in the deck. And
Where's
then
the card?
Yeah, I mean, clearly he had like very hidden it between his fingers or something, but he had also folded it up. He had folded it, so it's like, here's your card, puts it in the deck. Where do you think your card is? It's under the box and folded twice, and he unfolded his card like instantly. So he's got just his sleight of hand was
It's a
crazy.
straight up witch.
It's hilarious how we were stream yesterday, right?
Yeah,
You started
exactly.
Doing
Yeah.
magic tricks.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there while it's like editing, like clipping out and everything, the magic tricks we did, and then you have like
Stop
an
using
actual
quotations. That's
magic.
offensive.
That's pretty funny.
That's
Yeah.
that's nuts. Like,
Offensive.
was it one of those things that you're like, man, this is the greatest day ever?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
How was the
Yeah.
food? Was the food good?
The food was great. I had chicken parmigiana, and Chelsea had chicken alfredo.
I have
stuffed
had
mushrooms.
a stream idea for a
hungry.
long time over getting a professional magician in this studio.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You should have invited him.
You don't. Oh, you don't think I
We
did?
should have.
Idea.
You don't think I did?
You did.
I did invite him. I said, "Hey, how would you like to do that magic in front of 300 people over a live broadcast?"
What'd he
And
say?
he got really nervous, and he was like, I only do my magic here. But you could tell it was like obviously he's like super good. He tricked
Yeah.
the shit out of us.
Yeah.
But like, he was like, that's a lot of people, like that kind
Yeah.
of thing. I was like,
Gotcha.
it would be so good.
Well,
Yeah.
let's go get one of those magic trick boxes. And
Let's
let's
take
start
the stream
learning.
to
Let's start learning.
Let's
dude.
start learning.
Let's take the stream to him.
I
Yeah.
told him, I was like, I'll bring a camera in here and we'll eat, and then you can show us magic.
Or, hey, Peter, you like
Yeah.
magic?
Yeah, learn how
I
to
like
be.
magic.
You willing to learn?
No.
I mean, we've seen his skills
Job
in other
description.
games. Like magic might be pretty rough. He might make one of us disappear on
Your
that.
job description
True,
might do
it's true.
mathematician.
I'm just
shit.
like reading a book that's quote unquote magic. It's like a summoning book. It's like, and I do this, Grayson just disappears. It's
Oh
like,
man, or you
fuck.
bring a demon in.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
probably would on
Have you-
that.
Bring him
game.
back, he's not the
Can you
same.
Well, this-
imagine?
this is
He just
Harold,
starts- he just,
the
yeah,
demon.
yeah, he just starts hanging
Have
out.
you
He
ever-
just wears normal human clothes. It's like,
Have you
yeah,
ever
what's
seen
up, bro?
have you ever seen those videos where like they put a sheet on the kid and they pretend he's invisible
Oh
and they
yeah,
take it off?
and the kid's like,
The kid panics
Yeah.
every time.
you can't see me. Oh
They
my
start
god.
crying
That's
and everyone's
so
like looking
sad.
around for them.
Have you done that to your kids yet?
No.
Are you gonna do it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
We do a trick the shit out
Oh,
of Jason's
poor
kids.
kid.
today.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
That'd be so mean.
He'd be calling us bandits by
We
the
should
end
have
of
we
it.
should have done it to Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not a fucking child though. Well,
I know.
I
I,
mean,
know. I know. I don't like to make the age jokes. I won't do that anymore. I'm sorry.
oh, that was the age. Oh,
Well, or early.
Oh.
The
Age.
age, not Asian.
Age.
Age.
no, that's what I said.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
That's what I said.
Okay.
No, I didn't realize that was an age joke.
Oh yeah. No, earlier when I was like, I said that you were a baby, and you were
I
gonna
mean,
be
it's
you were gonna
true.
be 17 or whatever.
Like,
How old are you right now?
I just turned 24.
he's the
so-
same age as Chase.
No, Chase is 25, isn't he?
Yeah. Almost. Yeah.
Yeah, he's 25.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it is interesting though, because it's like there's especially like in our pocket of our corner and the groups and like content creator and companies that we associate with. I'm very young.
Yeah, I guess you are. I guess like the kind of funny guys and Bruce, like they're all older. They're older than us. So.
Yeah. RT, like most of the RT's content creators are like past their 20s.
Yeah, it's because all the young creators are very talented.
Yes.
And on the Dream SMP.
And we're just kind of doing
And
our
we're
best.
balling
just,
out
know,
of control,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Old farts playing PS1 games.
balling and can't get up.
That's right. That's right. That should have been our name. Ballin' and can't get up.
I'll title the podcast then.
It should, ballin' and can't get up.
Yeah,
that
that'll
should
be
be
the
it.
episode.
No, you should name what you should title it. I am esports.
I am esports.
I am esports.
Hey, can I get a thumbnail shot for Grayson at the end? I am esports. Easy. Cut that out.
Don't
it.
there you go,
WNBA my
there you go.
ESL.
One more time.
That's the title.
I am esports. There you go. So you can practice Photoshop and flames and
I'll
stuff.
put you on a Pokemon card.
Oh hell yeah! That's awesome. That's great. I got it. And we'll make it big too, like that
Yeah.
Donkey Kong thumb. I've been teaching Grayson about thumbnails like crazy.
I
watching.
no lie.
I've been listening. Yeah.
I'm super excited to work on my Madden thing now today because
Oh, no.
what a day for that to happen.
my
we made a
God.
Madden thumbnail and like
Oh,
made
no.
John Madden look like a demon and stuff.
And now it's like, well,
then
we
It's,
go
it's
fix
like
it.
we just
passed.
talked about his
Yeah.
legacy after he passes, and like, oh, will the game still be called Madden in 20 years after he passes? Because it's like, oh, maybe Brady or something. Because no kid's gonna know who John Madden is in 20 years, and it's like, oh no, what a day to talk about that.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
he's dead. Sadness. If you're still here, make sure and go
First.
back and watch episode 1 of the Hang Time podcast. You can click it over there. I'm going to put it right over PETA's fucking face. Right, that's where I'm going to put the episode. And you can subscribe to Hang Time Raw. I'm going to put that over Chase's melon right there. Actually, I'm going to put over my melon right there. Hang Time Raw right here on my face. for
Good
you.
melon.
But thank you guys so much for listening. Again, we're doing this once a week. I don't know what the post date is, but this is going up on Monday, so we'll see what happens. But way to go, guys. Let's go get to streaming.
I haven't
You got
done a podcast in a long time.
Well, you did fine.
It's been since mid tryhard. I
Mid
think
try hard.
mid
That
tryhard.
was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
I'm tired. It's early.
I'm tired.
I'm
dude.
hungry.
tired.
I didn't eat
I'm
breakfast.
hungry.
I
Yeah,
forgot to eat
me-
breakfast
yeah,
on
me
the way.
too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
forgot to
either.
eat
I'll probably go get
breakfast,
something. And just get a bunch of stuff then.
Okay, yeah.
Get some
Yeah,
donuts.
thank you. Because it's I
No.
forgot to pack lunch and eat breakfast, so I'm fucked.
I've been eating
Yeah.
like shit. I can't do that.
Yeah, I've been eating like shit too.
I have to.
Yeah, dog shit. I haven't lost any weight, but my stomach looks different.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I've not lost a. I weigh 245, and I've weighed 245. I dropped like 10 pounds and I've kept it off, but my body looks different.
I've lost like 30 pounds and been going to the gym for like the past few months. And
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
look great, man.
Thanks.
You look
But
You
it's,
could
but it's like
actually-
I've had the flu over Christmas break,
Uh-huh.
so
That
it's
probably
like
helped a
I've been
little
just
bit.
eating what's been around me, and we've been
Oh.
ordering in a lot. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like I was like, oh cool, my weight's gone down even more.
Yeah.
That means I've been losing muscle this week.
Yeah, exactly.
You whenever you go to the hangtime.gg website and you look at that video that you put from
Yeah.
whenever we filmed
Uh-huh.
G Fuel, like you can tell
yeah.
how much weight you lost.
I want to
Like,
be
it's
back
wild.
at my weight when I joined Game Attack because I was small.
I want to be back at my weight when I joined Game Attack because I was 282.
I want to be back where I was before COVID.
I think I was 230 when I joined Game Attack.
I had so I know that we have some audience that's like very sensitive about or not sensitive, I should say, conscious about body image and health
Yeah.
and all that. It's about being healthy, and it's not so much about and we're using weights as reference points as to where we were in our lives
yeah.
and our physicality and all that. But it's obviously it's not a number. It's not about the number. It's about how you feel and how you are at the end of the day.
That's
Right?
true.
Yeah, but I feel like, and that's why I was saying the number's fine. It's just I feel
You
like
don't
it's
feel- yeah.
I feel like it's there.
Yeah,
I knew the issue whenever we were doing IKEA Hell Day and
Yeah.
I was dancing. And
Yeah.
after I got done
Yeah,
dancing, I
you
started
know,
breathing
like-
heavily and I was like, I need to get back to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, all that time off COVID and stuff. That's really where I put it on. Infant Ian and COVID.
Yeah.
And it's
I need
like,
to, yeah.
when I started to go back to the gym, I think I started to go back to the gym like in June or something. And it's like, I now have that feeling of muscles where like feel like you're wearing like a suit on your body.
Yeah.
Love it.
I
Love it.
I don't care about how I look really because I'm like happy with myself, right? But
Yeah.
I will say though, I just don't have enough energy. Like I go to work and then by the time I'm done, I'm pretty tired, like exhausted. Right? I just want to go to sleep. I just want to eat and sleep, and that's terrible.
Yeah,
I need to fix that.
I'm kind of to this point to where like I don't have the energy to even play video games.
Right. Right.
Like I don't have the energy to do the things I enjoy doing.
Used to enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I've
just like,
been
I wanna-
forcing myself, like every week, I've been forcing myself to get up a little bit earlier
Yeah.
to just kind of give me something to
Start
do. in the
training that
morning.
body.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that I
That's
can
a
actually
smart
wake up in
idea.
the morning,
And go to the gym.
going to the gym
Yeah.
and work out. So whenever I get to
That's
work,
smart.
I'm wide awake.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
Good to go.
Yeah.
So I've got myself
yeah.
to like I'm waking up at 7. The goal is to wake up by like 6:30,
Yeah.
so that I can get up, go shower.
My
get
new
to work.
apartment complex has a gym, and I think it's a small one, but
It's enough to get you.
it's
going.
enough to get me, and it's close enough and it's convenient enough for me to just get up, do
Yeah.
my thing, and just I think I'm gonna
yeah.
start doing that.
Well, we got to wrap
Yep.
because we got to go
I
stream.
mean,
Yeah, go
we've
stream.
wrapped once already.
I know.
Yeah.
We wrapped.
But then we had to
You'll,
talk
you'll
about
have to
it. Yeah.
cut that and put it at the end now.
No,
You'll have to move it.
don't do it.
You'll have to move it.
I can find it and do it.
You will.
Yeah,
It's
but
only
don't
it was
do it.
only 6 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So. All right. We'll see you next time on Hang Time Podcast. Thanks for listening
Oh.
and watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So we have 2 exits.
Yeah, you got it. There'll be a
Roll the other one.
Yeah, you got it.